What's good? Welcome to the sunny LA. I'm the one and only Mr. Midas, and I am here at E3 to bring you a GGR E3 special from the Los Angeles Convention Center. Now, we are here for one reason and one reason only. Games, games, games. First parties, Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony have brought you their biggest titles, as well as all of the third parties. So let's go and check out these games. Come and follow me. Played Super Smash Bros. Ultimate at the Nintendo booth using a Pro Controller. Super Smash Bros. Is a fighting game whereby you fight against characters from the Nintendo universe. Premise is simple, each character has a unique set of moves and ability and a powerful final smash attack. I absolutely can't believe that Nintendo brought back every single character from every single Smash title that's come out in the past. Every character, it's mad. It's like over 65 characters. Link looks so cool in his new revamped Breath of the Wild look. All new stages, so many characters. This one's gonna be a smash. Team 17 have done it again. It's fast paced, it's a relationship tester cooking sim. Overcooked has got a #2. The developers have put even more love into this masterpiece with new characters, new stages, and even more reasons for you to scream at your TV screen. Yeah, you got new movesets, you can even dash food across the room. Literally one of my favorite games of the show. Spiderman. So I got my hands on Spiderman game at the Sony PlayStation booth. Sony dressed up the full booth as a Marvel New York City. Really quite similar to Batman Arkham Knight series, but it feels a lot more loose. So you're using more of Spidey spider sense and really amazing environmental attacks, from smashing one of Mr. Negative's goons in the face with the boot of your car, from webbing a gun from one of his goons to lick the face of another. Like, it's just mad, and Spider-Man's always dropping funny one-liners. But I wouldn't even say this is where Spider-Man shines. Like, it's when you're swinging around New York City, it's just amazing. Like, with every swing, jump, and launch, Insomniac has really allowed the player to feel like Spidey. Like, my favorite part of the demo was just randomly encountering some NPCs causing trouble and ending up smashing them through car windows, and just the sequences that create, it's like so dope. So yeah, Spider-Man is definitely one you want to look out for. Arcade racing at its fastest. Forza UK arcade racing tracks, they've added the weather to each track now, so it's so different from snow, rain, autumn, leaves. So each track just has a whole unique new feel. I got to get into a full car unit, which was really dope. So you could see and feel everything. Every crash of the wall, jumping high and heights. Like, Forza's definitely gonna be a big game for Microsoft. Tom Clancy's The Division 2 is the first game that I got my hands on at E3 after Microsoft's press conference, and Division is a third-person action role-playing game. Division is a PvP co-op multiplayer based in the near future. After aftermath of smallpox pandemic, the sequel brings everything that I feel like the first one was missing. It's gonna launch with bigger environments, improved AI, like the graphics were amazing. They add in new raids, as well as three DLC packs that is gonna be completely free. In the demo, I played in the Air Force One airstrip. Can't lie, like, me and my squad murked it. Shooting mechanics feel really smooth, NPCs are more reactive and have a better sense of intelligence. Graphics are super sharp, as I said, so I'm looking out for this one. AC Odyssey. Ubisoft has gone back to their yearly releases of the Assassin's Creed series, and I have to say, like, Spartans, that's all I can say. This time you choose either a male or female protagonist. It's gone a lot more into RPGs. It's based in Greece, this one, and I wasn't a huge fan of Origins, but feeling this one, it's a lot more like Black's Flag. It's got ship combat, stunning graphics, you can steal armor off other NPCs, like, really dope. So I'm really looking forward to this one. I didn't really get to do much parkour, and the fighting mechanics I felt were a little bit off, but other than that, loving it. I got the pleasure of playing Little Yachty and his crew on Black Ops 4 at the Activision booth. Now, Black Ops 4 is the first multiplayer only installment in the Call of Duty series. PvP modes is now 5-on-5, classes, weapons. One of the big changes is there's no auto heal, so you gotta hit one of the shoulder buttons to actually heal yourself, which leaves you vulnerable for a few seconds. Obviously, it's got all of the specialist class that you're used to, creator class, wild cards, high powered gears. So this Black Ops game is for the Black Ops lovers, everyone who loved Black Ops 3. It's just giving you more, and they reckon that although there's no campaign, they're gonna add story modes in the multiplayer, and obviously Battle Royale. Strange Brigade is a third-person shooter with a huge emphasis on co-op play. The game makes you assume the role of an adventurer in the 1930s, and yeah, it's really cool, really fun. Great team play, reminds me of an old school co-op couch play that you play on the Nintendo. And the game has 4 playable characters who can be customized, different weapons. I think this is kind of the shooter that parents would be happy for their children to play, because it's not violent or realistically, it's got that kind of cartoony graphics. If the name Luffy, Goku, or Naruto mean anything to you, then Jump Force is the game for you. All of the fighters have been pulled into the modern world to fight their villains. CD Projekt Red, Polish developers behind the Witcher series, show off their brand new futuristic RPG. First-person shooter inspired from movies such as Blade Runner and Total Recall. I had the pleasure of getting a behind-the-scenes demo. It was almost an hour demo, and all I can say is, oh my god, this game is a madness. Combat is fluid. You create your own protagonist, either male or female. You choose your personality via your backstory before you even unleash into the incredible world, like bright neon lights, colors, RPG, upgrading your characters' bodies. You can shoot through walls. You got like these cyborg hacking things, so you can hack into other cyborg, mantis blades, car combat, shooting NPCs by bouncing bullets from one wall to another. Like, it's mad. And all this time what you're doing is you're in gaining street cred. It's like, this is gonna be the game of the year when this comes out. I don't even think this is a PS4 or an Xbox One game. I think this is next gen. Capcom has revealed a fully remake of arguably one of the best and most popular survival horror games ever, Resident Evil 2. Developed and published by Capcom, and this game looks incredible. All the assets have been built from scratch. Before I even got to play the game, the lovely Capcom threw me into a real life Raccoon City. They gave me a torch, ran through the police station, real zombies and that are jumping out. I'm mad, it's crazy. But I'm not gonna lie, like, this really helped, and the game has really kept its atmosphere from the original. Like, the demo I got to play as Leon Kennedy entering the all too familiar police station in Raccoon City, and the graphics are crisp. Like, Leon looks even better than the 1998 original remake I could have ever imagined. One of the big things that they've removed is the slow opening doors, but zombies can now open doors themselves, so like you can't even just be in a room and feel like you're safe, because a zombie will come and kick off that door. And all the puzzles and everything have been added. They've revamped the level design, so anyone who's played the original isn't going to know exactly what happens. One of my favorite demos during E3 was getting my hands on to Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the third in Lara Croft's reboot adventure. Shadow of the Tomb Raider is a much darker side of Laura's adventure. Like, the demo took Lara into stealth mode, no guns, just using a knife and her trusty bow and arrow. Like, the demo had you going close and personal and taking out NPCs. Lara gets mad hardcore, stabs to the body, bow and arrows in the face. Like, it's mad. Like, definitely one of my favorite additions is when Lara rubs down her body with mud and she uses the environments to her advantage. So she'll be crawling through shrubbery and just doing mad classic stealth kills, like very Arnold Schwarzenegger Predator. Like this is definitely a promising one. Final Fantasy Mickey Mouse Dunny Duck is like the most random combination ever, but Square managed to pull it off with Kingdom Hearts 3. Fast-paced, colourful, and the story to me makes no sense, but gotta say, cool Final Fantasy combat. Like, I played 2 worlds, the Toy Story one, bringing you Buzz Lightyear and Woody from Andy's room, and to fight on the street, like it up until the toy store. Like, really cool game, colorful, bright, just a random combination.
Wow, what a show. I can't believe how amazing it was. Standout titles for me were The Division 2, Super Smash Brothers, oh my gosh, Spiderman, Jump Force, like, it's just too much. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed our special. Make sure you like this video, leave a comment, what was your favorite game of the show? Make sure you subscribe if you're not, following myself and GRM Daily on all social media, all right? I've been Mr. Midas, this is GGR, and I'm logging out.